All right, so this is a different fight week for you, I'm sure. Can you kind of talk to fans about what you've gone through and how it's different than the last few?
So this is a different fight week for me because I didn't have the same opportunities I would have in a regular camp. You know, it was kind of like a 3-week camp, not a lot of sparring partners, just very limited, very different. My training and what I'm used to before was very different. And going into fight week, you know, 2 days quarantine in a room, you know, it's very relaxing. I kind of feel almost too relaxed, but I'm just excited to go out there and just feel like a sparring session. You know, it's not as much pressure because it's not a whole arena or the Madison Square Garden. And I just think I'm going to do well, and I'm excited for this journey and this new adventure.
So we've seen in some of the past fights that you can really hear what's going on. We can hear, you know, other people's corners. Have you kind of factored that in? Have you guys thought of code words or anything maybe different than you would go into a normal fight?
Well, my coach Steve Bruno and I, we have very good communication in the cage, and we kind of do that also sparring. So he could yell a combo 2-3-2 high, and I know exactly what it means. So I know I'm going to be listening to the whole time. I'm just going to be following what he's telling me.
And you mentioned that you feel like maybe you're almost too relaxed. What would your fight week look like if you weren't in quarantine for 2 days?
Usually I'm more active, going out more, hitting more pads, but I'm following the protocol. And I think it's good for me. I think I had a hard 3 weeks, a lot of sparrings, and my body's kind of recovering for that to go into the next fight. I have a lot of bruises all over my legs still. I'm still beat up from my camp. So it's kind of good to recover, and I'm already close to weight, so I'm just chilling.
So there's been a lot of talk recently about women fighters maybe getting opportunities because they're using their bodies, you know, for attention. How do you feel about that?
What I feel about that is that I've been this way since I was a baby. So when I was in Olympic style taekwondo, I was competing in a world championship, in US Opens, and I was also looking pretty and doing my dancing videos. You know, my mom put me in ballet at 3 years old, and I was in taekwondo from my mom's womb, you know. So I was raised into that, being a taekwondo fighter, ballerina, having my ballerina leggings under my taekwondo pants. That's my identity, you know. I don't do this for Instagram. I don't do this for fame. This is who I am, and I've always marketed myself like this, and I always will, because there's a certain type of niche when it comes to me. A lot of girls that feel like me, that they can't portray themselves because of the stereotype that comes with martial arts, and I'm going to change it.
And so you do feel, I was going to ask, it feels like, you know, it's important for you to put a message out there that you can be whatever you want to be, and it doesn't matter, you don't have to fit any mold, and this is just your mold.
Yeah, this is my identity, this is who I am. No one or nothing that anyone says is going to change that, because I stay true to myself. I know the plan and the vision I have for myself and my future, and I know that all that matters is going to the cage and performing, and that's the number one thing on my mind.
And my last question for you is, do you have a prediction for your fight?
Yes, I think this fight's going to stop in the first round. I'm going to stop her in a way that she doesn't realize. She's going to come in aggressive. I'm going to do a spinning something and knock her out.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.